All right, we are in Tonopah, Nevada, and we're staying at a little, it's more like a parking lot, but it's the little RV section here behind the Tonopah station. And we're excited to explore this town. It's gonna be fun. We are in Tonopah, Nevada, and we're all standing here. Angel's trying to photograph lightning bolts. There's some gnarly lightning bolts out there. This is the Tonopah Cemetery. And
I've been seeing like 4, 5 lightning bolts already.
wow. And look at where we are, the Clown Motel. Pretty cool. Sorry about the wind. This says First Tonopah Cemetery, 1901 to 1911. Buried here are many of Tonopah's pioneer residents, including 14 victims of the Tonopah Belmont mine fire on February 23, 1911, as well as the victims of the 1902 Tonopah plague. Cemetery fenced 1975 by Central Nevada Historical Society. And we've got some pamphlets here. That cool little sign. And this guy, this town, and this cemetery, and this motel are said to be haunted. Gonna take a little tour of the Tonopah Cemetery. I have this cool app on my phone. It's called Ghost Radar, and I know it's probably not real, but I like to play with the kids and pretend that it's real. And who knows? Well, who knows? Maybe those words are coming through somehow. But it generates words. So I like to play with that when we're in places like this that are said to be haunted. And I've had crazy stuff happen, crazy words come out that, like, hard to explain that would be a coincidence. All right, so who do we have here? We have the Marojevec brothers. Marojevec. Frank and George Marojevec died on June 20th, 1907 due to a horrific accident at the Belmont mine. Whoa. That day, George went to visit his brother Frank at the mine. As they were talking, Frank noticed that a loaded ore cart had gotten away and was coming down the hill. Frank swung into the cart and pulled the brake handle, trying to stop it. Unfortunately, the brake handle had previously broken and had been replaced with an old shovel handle. He fell underneath the ore cart and it ran over him, killing him instantly. George tried to save him, but the ore cart ran over his ankles. He was taken to the hospital where they amputated both his legs. George's injuries were too severe and he died that night. Wow. That sounds horrific. Hi. Teddy and I found another one that's in the pamphlet here. The three Merton brothers. The three Merton brothers were all died between September 1908 and July of 1910. First, you did? I'm feeling a few raindrops. First, Albert Merton died of typhoid fever. Next, Sam Merton was killed in an accident in the Montana Tonopah mine. William Merton was the last brother to pass away. At only 17 years of age, he died of heart failure. Just as they do today, Tonopah residents came together to hold benefits and raise money for the boy's mother and Albert's widow. Wow, that's awful. The Thomas Logan has a fence around it. Teddy and I are looking for a specific one. Dayton Coleman died December 8th, 1905, aged 58 years old and 3 months, native of Iowa. Huh.
Maybe it's one of those over there.
Wow. Some big thunder. Can you hear that? Teddy found it. Here we have Sheriff Thomas Logan. Sheriff Tom Logan was serving his third term as sheriff when he was shot to death by an unruly gambler in the Manhattan Red Light District on April 7th, 1906. According to his great-granddaughter and author Jackie Boer, Logan was unarmed and dressed only in his nightshirt. His last act was to prevent the piano player from shooting his assailant, who was later acquitted of the murder. Logan was credited with making early Tonopah the most peaceful mining camp in the world. His loss profoundly affected the community. Way to go, buddy. Rest in peace.
I just found a baby.
Oh. Baby Petrani. That's never a good thing. These all look small over here.
Dad, these all must be kids.
Huh.
They all have boy names.
Kate Miller, in loving memory. Kate Miller, age 33, died of a morphine overdose, April 19th, 1908. She was from British Columbia. Wow, so much sadness. Billy Moore, God bless. Billy Moore, age 38, died of heart failure, August 25th, 1904.
T.T. McDonald.
T.T. McDonald, age 36, died of pneumonia, November 16th, 1904, from Scotland. Wow, so many of these people died so young. And of things that today are so preventable. All right, Teddy and I found another one to share with you. This is Bina Perrault. And it says, Bina Perrault's story starts in New York City. There, she and her friend Azella Brown ran a love syndicate, in quotes. The women claimed to be wealthy widows. They would seduce rich men into giving them expensive gifts and money. One man fell in love with Bina. When she refused his attentions and did not return his gifts, he went to the authorities. Bina was arrested. It was estimated that the two women collected about $100,000 in fine clothing, jewelry, and money, which in today's dollars is about $2.5 million. During the trial, Bina pawned some of the diamond rings and fled. About a year later, she found herself in Tonopah. Her time on the run had taken its toll, and she died of alcoholism. Her death made headlines around the world. Wow. Could make a movie about her. It says Bina F. Perrault, died October 25th, 1907. It says, from New York, adventurous. I would say. That's interesting. So it started sprinkling a little bit, but the rain has seemed to have backed off. I thought we were going to have to leave. I thought it was going to start raining harder, but it's now stopped. What a cool town, though.
I found one that someone died at age 70.
Really?
Yeah.
70, wow. So many of these died so young. Henry Rodorick, age 70, died July 6, 1907. Way to go, Henry. Yeah, what a neat town. We plan on doing a lot of things. There's an old Air Force base somewhere around here that you can go out and explore the
Wow, this one
abandoned hangars. Supposedly Chuck Yeager flew out of Tonopah Air Force Base. What's that one say?
Age 12.
Age 12. Oh, that's sad. So we're gonna do that, and Goldfield is up the road a ways or down the road a ways, and that's a really cool town. We're gonna go explore there, and a lot of haunted buildings there too, so we're gonna have fun with that. I was looking for somebody in the brochure here. Here's the brochure. His name was Big Bill, but I couldn't find him. This was very interesting and educational. What are you doing? You desecrating graves?
No, this is laying out in the middle. I was picking it up in case it came off of there.
Oh my
But there's nothing
gosh.
on it. Just a rusty piece of metal.
Big Bill. Actually, they found Big Bill and heard them talking about it, so. All right, here's Big Bill's story.
He's only 28 years old.
Big Bill is Tonopah's local hero due to his courageous actions during the Belmont mine fire. On February 23, 1911, 17 miners were killed. I saw a bunch of them over there. Bill included. When workings at the 1,100-foot level of the Belmont mine caught on fire, Bill went down in the mine cage a number of times to rescue stricken miners. On the last trip, from which he never returned, Bill said, "Well, boys, I have made 2 trips, and I am nearly all in, but I will try again." A statue honoring Big Bill can be found in front of the post office on Main Street. There was also a mural depicting the funeral procession, which took place during a blizzard. All right, Big Bill. Way to go, buddy. We need more guys like you. There's your short tour of the Tonopah Cemetery. Maybe we'll come back here tonight when it's dark. You guys want to come back here tonight when it's dark and see if it's scarier? It's starting to rain a little bit. We covered everybody in the thing except I couldn't find George Devil Davis. But his story was he got shot down by his wife. He owned a saloon, and he was an abusive husband, reportedly, allegedly. And, well, he must have been, because his wife came into the bar and shot him. And this says that she, what's it say? On the night of June 22nd, 1907, his wife Ruth came into the saloon and shot George in the back. She continued to fire as he went down. Ruth only served 1 year for his killing. So, back in those days, you took care of business. It's starting to rain a little bit. This is the Clown Motel, also said to be haunted. It's cool looking though. Got a neat sign out there too. What's in there?
A lot of plants. What you in there, Billy? Hi. How are you?
Wow, this is cool. Howdy. Oh, I like those shirts, are cool.
Can I see a picture in here? Oh, all right. Thank you. You never know.
Boy, they got a lot of clowns in here.
A lot of clowns. Clown there.
What's the name of that old clown? Emmett something?
What do you mean?
No, not. You're thinking of Gacy. John Wayne Gacy.
The bushes.
Oh, this is cool.
So where are you coming from?
Southern California.
All right. That was pretty neat inside there. There's a lot of clowns in there. It's now raining. And what are we going to do next?
Go down into the desert.
I told Christian to go over there and to take a time-lapse video of when all those people start coming out of the Clown Motel at the same time.
That would be funny. Pretty cool, huh, Teddy? I like how they have the clowns on all the doors. They have a picture of a different clown on each door.
One of them was a firefighter.
Really?
Yeah.
Funny. All right, let's go see what else we can find.